back to some more development, and I'm actually doing the very last, holy crap, the very last coffee weapon. This has been a freaking endeavor. This is the very last one. Holy crap. A lot of weapons that I had to make for 3.0. Kind of loud. A lot of weapons that I had to make for 3.0. Or add or rename, whatever. But what's up, Zechariah, Casanarito, KD, Mun, Shab, Seven, Lily, Hannah, Sea Slug, SP, Miro, Aperon. Oh, sorry, Mirko Popovic. Yeah, there's I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for this last one, because I don't want some of these other recipes. So I'm gonna move this over here. Really, I only want one of these weapons, theoretically. I mean, I could make them all do the same thing, I guess, but one of these just doesn't have an enchantment. The battle staff, I guess. So you get this gem. I mean, I'm fine with the gem going to Mordecai or whatever. I guess I'm okay with that. You love your Blade of Lilies? Hell yeah. I'm glad you do. Okay, so I want this enchantment effect. I wonder if I can actually combine it. Maybe, let me see this. Maybe I can do something to this. Why? I'm wondering why these are different. That enchantment amount 491. Oh, okay, I think I get it. This is on the weapon itself. Whereas that's a fire and forget. Okay. Huh. What I want is this. But maybe make it like a more powerful version. What is this? Banishment. So if the target is not banished, it will deal magnitude magical damage and be staggered. Okay. I think I'm gonna copy this as a new record. Soulstoned. Right. So here's what I'm gonna do. So Soulstoned only really wants the staff weapon. But I'm having such a... Okay, this is the staff. I'm gonna rename it staff. This is a sword, I guess. Okay. So I'm gonna remove these crafting recipes. Easy enough. I'm gonna rename these so that I don't get confused. When you're next to it, you feel like an ape. It's basically like a big Excel spreadsheet. That's what it is. I know, right, Leah? I mean, I mean, it just says full name. That's like the name of the weapon, right? So you can just rename it to whatever. The model, that's just the model that it uses. This literally is just the file path. So if you were to go to like that mod, and then you go to the like meshes / weapons / crystal staff / first crystal staff SMP battle staff 1h.nif, you'll find it. Like if I go to look, watch meshes, weapons, crystal staff. What I tell you? Look, it's literally just the file path. That's all it is. It's really like Xedit. It's very, very, very simplified. It has a lot of info because there's like a lot of things that can go into like a weapon or an NPC, but really it's pretty much said what it is. You know, one thing I do wish though, I wish that Xedit had integration with the Creation Kit wiki. That'd be cool, where like if you weren't unsure what something does, you could like click on it and then it'll go to like the Creation Kit page that explains it more in depth. Makes sense, but maybe I have to practice. Yeah, I mean, I mean, it is what it is. What's up, Just? What's up, Morocco? Soulstone. What should we name Soulstone staff? Because it's going to be an anti-Daedra weapon. Soul Bear. Staff of Stone Souls. The Soul Stoned. Staff of Stone Souls. I'm just gonna name it that. Stoned Souls. Bro, did that guy like totally banish us, bro? That's not cool, dude. Dude, that's like so that nice. I'm gonna buff this though. That was 40. This was 16. So I can do like 25% increase. Right? Do that 125, 25. I'll go up to 20. I'll go up to 50. That'll be 250. Right? And then this normally has 2,000 enchantment. So 3,000 is fine. Look at that. Bam! I didn't do that right. Need to. Maybe I did. Okay, yeah, I did. Alright, cool. What's up, rest of us? So the recipe for this, crafting the smithing forge, you need the gem. You get the staff. You need the gem, a filled black soul gem. I feel like this recipe is just too easy. Maybe throw in a ebony ingot. 1 gold ingot, 1 ebony ingot, a flawless amethyst. Now, what does it look like? I mean, it is a black soul gem. I mean, that looks like it uses a lot of ebony material. I'm gonna do 2 ebony ingots. Oh, what if I also do a Daedra heart? Yeah, Skyrim Daedra heart. Anytime you want to make a recipe cooler in Requiem, just add a Daedra heart to it. I'm gonna do 4 firewood. Amethysts. I mean, I guess that's what that's for. This looks cool, but it also looks like... I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say what this pearl looks like, but it looks like something. It looks like something. Which mod will be the star of 3.0? I'd say either Katana or Worm's Tooth. So you guys already know what. You guys already know. Morokai. Apparently the gem drops from Morokai, so I'd rather just give it directly to him. Human Dragon Priest Rectificated. I wonder if that comes before or after. Just gonna give this to him. I don't trust Spid for giving items. I'll just give that to him. I'm annoyed. As for these things, this like wooden sword or whatever. This one just doesn't even have an enchantment effect. That's so strange. Get rid of these as well. So, okay. So the only recipe is the staff. Good. An unusual staff. That reeks. I'm not gonna have a description for it. Just whatever. All right, but that should be it. I guess this needs... Technically, if somebody gets their hands on this, they still need the Requiem keywords. Tapanim. What did that thing say? One-handed and two-handed. But what did I just do? Okay, here we go. Ebony sword. Ebony quarterstaff, I guess. Okay, sword. That. Ebony. That. Okay, so if somebody does somehow get their hands on this, at least that'll be a thing. Maybe I should keep the tempering recipes there. And then armor table. What the heck? Shouldn't it be a sharpening wheel? So confused. Yeah, there we go. This perk. Because part of me wanted to just leave it as is, but I know for a fact someone is going to console command this in and then just like be like, actually, I didn't get the weapon that I was promised. Alright. Alright. Last coffee weapon done. Bam. What's up, Shazda? How's it going? Aaron, there's a famous saying. If you have to ask, like when people ask, can I add something? If you have to ask, the answer is probably no. The problem is a lot of people just over the years have gotten into the habit of like modding stuff the wrong way. So when you have a large list and things are modded the right way, if you start modding things the incorrect way, then things are gonna break. I personally think that if you don't know how to like mod in terms of like going to Xedit and patching conflicts and things like that, you shouldn't be adding any mods to a mod list. You should just play them as is. Just slapping stuff in. I mean, I don't see the point. Here's my take, right? If you have a mod list, 4,000 mods almost, right? Runs perfectly fine, you know, everything is patched correctly. Why would you ruin the stability and balance and everything by just adding some random mod? Do you really need that mod that much? That's just my take on it. Like, I don't think people realize just how much stuff can break when they add a mod. All right, adding this right now. Some people have that one favorite mod and they want to use it really badly, but don't realize how many things. Yeah, exactly. I understand why they do it, but at the same time, I don't think I understand. Like, to me, it's like, you know what I've seen though is people who like add mods and break the list, and they're like, "Wow, this mod list is so shitty. I added just 1 or 2 mods and it broke." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, that's so weird to say. I think NPCs are good to add to cities, Oni, but spamming them everywhere doesn't make Skyrim feel lived in. It makes Skyrim feel claustrophobic. The problem with interesting NPCs is it doesn't just add them to cities. It adds them like you can't walk 5 feet without stumbling upon some random NPC that wants to yap all the time. You know what I mean? You like can't get away from them. And then it ruins like some regular locations that you're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna play and I'm gonna do this dungeon or whatever. Oh, look, all the enemies are dead and instead they're replaced by an annoying ass Khajiit or something. Don't do that, rest of us. Mixed Watermill is not Powerground Village. And the Mixed Watermill is also not really a village. And that would also mean that it would make more inconsistencies to all dialogue that mentions Mixed Watermill. I mean, I got the great village of Mixed Watermill, but Mixed Watermill is just a different thing, though. Because the locations are just arbitrary. Like they don't really. I mean, like Pargrin Villages is somewhere over here, like somewhere in this general area, right? In the lore, it's equidistant to in the arena, equidistant to Whiterun, Windhelm, and Riften. So Riften, Windhelm, Whiterun. It's somewhere around here. If anything, isn't Lucky Shack or whatever over here? If anything, that should be where it is. Because the arena map, the Elder Scrolls arena map is like a lot of stuff changed. So like it doesn't want to show the label. It doesn't want to really show it here, but until I zoom in. But it's like, look at where it puts Windhelm compared to Windhelm, like where like the map is like so skewed in a really weird way. It's almost like it got tilted. Like it almost like got tilted. And then Falkreath ended up getting shifted a lot. Like Fort Newgrad and Falkreath pretty much swapped places. Northkeep is nowhere near where it is. Neither is Amal. Yeah, Markarth is like a small town in between Dragonbridge and Snowhawk. Karthweston is south of Markarth. So like a lot of stuff ended up getting shifted around. Surprisingly, Whiterun and Fort Greymore are like pretty much where they are. And Riften too. Solitude kind of as well, and Dawnstar. Morthal got Thanos snapped off the map. So yes, some stuff is but here's the thing. In Elder Scrolls Online, it's confirmed where Nemalton and Vernonwood actually are. Because Nemalton is right here, right across the river from Treva's Watch. And Vernonwood is like up here. I could show you in game. It's actually saved. I saved right where Vernonwood should be. Yeah, I think it's Witcher Lo-Fi. I know, right, Kitschy? Yeah, Vernon Woods in yeah, so I wouldn't read too much into that, Rest of Us, though. I wouldn't read too much into it. But yeah, because things got shifted into villages and forts and back and forth and whatnot. But Vernon Wood, either way, whether it's a village or a grove or a forest, it should be somewhere around here. And yeah, the Malton should be like, I guess across from Serethi Farm, somewhere around here. I don't know, I forgot where or no, yeah, across from Treva's Watch and Serethi Farm. Should be right around here somewhere. Now, what I was thinking is like trying to find like maybe a player home mod or something that is in this exact location and renaming that. That might make my life easier. Yeah, I see what you mean by Mixwater Mill. Like, yeah, kind of, but like I placed it just generally. I mean, it could be over here, it could be over here, it could be anywhere in this general area. Maybe Eldergleam Sanctuary is actually Pargrin Village. How's it going, Lux? Anyway, let's go check out Crack Tusk Keep and Bile Gulch. I recently changed those. Although, I forgot if I reran Grass Cache when I did. I think I did. Whiterun is on top of the other world on the map. Can you imagine? If the Greybeards didn't even have to shout that much, they're just like... corpse there. Ari is just casually walking in. Chill. Ari, chill. Okay, I'm gonna kill all. Because I just wanna check this out. Ari is just still so casual compared to everybody else. She's just so oblivious. She's like, huh?
What? Yes, yes.
Yo! Now that looks imposing as hell. Damn. This is my first time actually seeing it. You see how good of a modder I am? I just add things, and I just assumed that I did them the right way without actually checking. Yo, this looks atmospheric as hell. What the fuck? Screenshot time? For real. Reflections on the armor. Yeah, this is the new Cabbage E&B update. This is not my cabbage cut. The new Cabbage E&B update makes armors and weapons and stuff really shiny. That's pretty crazy, though. 1 out of 10 how painful it is to create a mod list. 0 if you have fun while doing it. If you don't have fun while doing it, and if you're trying to do it for the wrong reasons, then I'd say don't even do it at all. But if you're trying to do something creative and make something fun for you to actually play, and you're willing to put in the time and effort to learn, then it's fun. Now, sharing the mod list with the public, that's a whole different thing. Because once you start sharing it with people, you're gonna get those people who try to beat you down. You didn't make the mod list that I wanted. It's like, yeah, no shit. Because I haven't, like, why would I make the mod list you want? What was your motivation when I started making LoreRim? I got sick of YouTubers making crappy lists. So I wanted to prove to YouTubers that they don't have to be lazy when making mod lists, and I wanted to prove to other Wabbajack authors that YouTubers aren't necessarily just all branded. Do you have a backstory for Nox? Not really. Nox kind of started off as Nox is loosely based off of Veil. Veil was like my favorite. I should say Veil is. Where is it? Veil Dunmer. Veil is my favorite preset on Nexus. And then I used this preset when I did my Do Not Go Gentle playthrough. And then, so that's loosely what Nox is based off of. Oh, I didn't even realize this has a unique door. People need to remember that modless authors and modders don't know them shit. Yeah. But the problem with YouTubers is I see a lot of YouTubers that I think they are trying to make mod lists for the completely wrong reason. I mean, I don't know. I'm not personally in their brain, but I get the suspicion that the reason why so many YouTuber lists fail is because people want something flashy that they can clickbait people with, and aren't actually trying to make a good list. They're trying to make something that's marketable to try to just pop off on YouTube and then like make a quick cash grab, you know? But shit, I'm still here. I'm still here 11 months later, still working on this. Panda too. Panda's still grinding, making Elder Gleam updates and stuff. I know Panda's busy and stuff, so he doesn't have as much time to like update and whatnot, but yeah. But it's like, we're the exceptions to the rule. Lively. But is Lively really a YouTuber? I mean, maybe he is. I mean, I know he'd post YouTube, but I don't think that's like his like main thing.
Here comes trouble.
Oh, did you see that, by the way? So that's the new that's the new mod project. What is it called? Gap close, where, oh my god, that guy is built like a eunuch. NPCs are more likely to use sprint attacks. Kill him! And by the way, yes, I am on God mode. Because I mostly want to showcase stuff rather than struggle. Bro, what is this guy's health? Oh, we almost got him. Wait, I need another dagger. Come on! Stand up! There we go.
Do we need to... Please, just stay down.
Yo, these particles too, holy crap. Looks crazy. Why does Unreal Engine suck? Unreal Engine is the best engine for everything. I need to understand Sinitar's modless ideology. Bro, it's not an ideology. Sinitar is just stubborn. People. There's a lot of people who are just, they dig into their own opinion. There's some people who just don't want to admit when they're wrong, and it's nothing deeper than that. It's like he got proven wrong, and then instead of being like, "Oh, my bad."
New donation from Jay the Great.
Yo, Jay, I appreciate it. Hey, thank you so much, Jay. But yeah, and it's instead of being like, "Oh yeah, my bad," you know, I was wrong. You're right. They're like gonna double down on it. LoreRim 3.0 is probably less demanding than 2.0. Not by like a ton, but you should at least get the same FPS, if not significantly better in certain areas. These particles are super large in your game.
Why do you go to such scary
Like larger than this? Like massive? That might be like your E and B. Because I think, let's see, E and B can impact it a lot. You should swap most of your 4K textures for 2K versions.
Ironic that I once thought about resorting to bandits.
Almost all of the... I use almost no 4K textures. What are you talking about, bro? The only 4K textures I use are like mountains and like armor chest pieces. You heard NGVO has 4K? People say things. Kamara might be new here. Kamara's a homie.
One that testifies their doomed trade.
But he says some weird things sometimes.
Don't get me locked up again.
He hasn't even played the list, and he's like, "Well, you should do this." I don't use 4K textures generally. You have a beast PC, but still have occasional lag spikes on Ultra. That might be a PC issue then. I mean, what do you consider to be a beast PC? What new weapons did you have in mind? Oh, I already added tons of them. So let's take a look at some of these. Let's take a look at the Staff of Soulstones. Staff of Soul. Or Stone. Alright, Staff of Stone Souls. Ooh. It's very animated. You have a 4090 and 13900K. It's just a Skymes thing. You shouldn't be stuttering. Unless, like, you got some serious system issues going on.
I just wait for you outside.
I need a Daedra to banish. Yeah, this is a pretty cool staff. But I don't have any Daedra to banish.
Oh, I think that hurt something.
Skyrim Dremora. Oh god. Dremora Curl. Alright. Player dot place at me. Oh, he's not summoned, so this isn't doing anything to him, I don't think. Yeah, it's not gonna do much to him when he's not summoned. I mean, it does damage to him, I guess. Alright. You gotta die, good sir. Nice, he had a heart. Oh, the tween menu? Yeah, this is a cool tween menu. Yeah, the author of the Dragonborn Wheeler skin has been redoing a lot of like little UI elements. Yeah, the tween menu is super nice. Also, the Swiftly Order Squad menu. Look at that, bro. Who needs edgy UI when we got Barocco UI? He said his plan is to eventually redo all of the UI. But yeah, eventually he wants to redo all of the UI. But what I like is that the way it is currently, it really matches up super nicely with untarnished UI, in my opinion. So I'm just kind of keeping it this way. Yeah, the spell effects and whatnot. Although I don't have, I still prefer, personally, the El Sopa animated ones. But yeah, he has, I mean, these kind of match his design, though, anyway. I really like El Sopa's animated ones. But yeah, he added, like, all the different little spell effects and whatnot. So if I, like, you see, like, the little icon there. Outlander. Outlander's pretty unique UI. All right, let's see. Check out this weapon. Did I not rename it? Oh, I might not have renamed it. This is why it helps to check your work. I probably did everything except for rename it. All right, X edit time. Any advice for dealing with enemies with lots of HP? I mean, are they regenning the HP? You got your new mic and it's baller? Hell yeah. Which one did you get? Is that your companion? Yeah. Realistic spider egg replacer? Ooh. Is that really what spider eggs look like? What the heck? A dog eating an egg. What's up, Jonathan? Oh, Blue Yeti. I used to have a Blue Yeti, but the little USB thing came loose. I spent a lot of money on it just for like the second the warranty came out. And it's like a common issue with like the older ones. I don't know if they fixed it, but did I never? I might just not have activated the plugin. I'm so good. Did I really? Yeah, wow. See, I never just, I had it done. I just never activated the plugin. That's great. I appreciate you, Thicky. The new combat range system, they keep, it's not really what it is, though. I'm waiting for a mod that actually changes the casting for like all spells. So far, the only stuff I've seen on Nexus is like something where you know, you get a item that you have to craft, and then once you have that item made, then you just cast some crazy spells. You know? But that's not really what I'm looking for. In my opinion, as impressive as the animations and stuff are, it's kind of gimmicky. Interesting load screen. A load screen? Wait, which loading screen? Are you talking about for my stream? Or are you talking about the Skyrim loading screen? Because I have this. Oh, the MO2. It's a Mod Organizer 2 splash screen thing. It's like a plugin. You can have that in Fallout. Anything that uses Mod Organizer 2, you can have it. And the nice thing about it is it blocks people from clicking the unlock button. NPC spell variants. I just saw people crashing from it, so... Bro, am I dumb? Oh, does it show up as like a... I can't have an apostrophe or something? Or I clicked some really weird key. This is basically a two-handed weapon that has
Is this how you relax?
Meridia's enchantment.
Prancing around in death dens.
It looks nice though. I mean, look at the effect. That's pretty cool.
I'm sure we can make great art of our enemies.
Yeah, I gotta fix the apostrophe though. I don't know why that's a thing. No, Lucas. I'm not adding titty physics to LoreRim. And like really, if you really want them that bad, it's pretty easy to add it yourself. Lord, it would break the immersion. It's not even about that. Like, isn't it weird to ask somebody to add that to a list? Don't you feel weird asking that? I'm trying to get into your thought process. Hey dude, cool safe for work mod list. But you know what would be cool is adding butt and tit physics. Bro, just go watch porn. It's free. Just go watch some porn and then once you've had your fill, go back to playing like a normal mod list where you actually play a game instead of staring at bouncing titties. Immersion, what's that? I drank skooma earlier and my character started dancing to dubstep. True. All right, let me find this. I don't know why the weapon... I must have... I mean, is that... I thought apostrophes are allowed. Maybe that's not a real apostrophe. What is... Wait. Let me remove the name. I'll add a new one. Goods, right. Just might. There we go. That should fix it. I thought you were adding that because of the miniature. And I recognize the body slide? What? Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about at this point. What does that mean? Wait, what does that mean? Because you recognize the because of the miniature? And I recognize the body slide. Am I like derping really hard right now? Because I actually have no idea what that means. So the miniature. What does that mean? Someone tell me what that means. Like, what is that? The miniature? The thumbnail? You cannot see any bodies in the thumbnail. I'm so confused. Talking about the blonde girl? Her? I think that's just someone's character in LoreRim. Oh, it's French for thumbnail. Ah. I see. That's kind of impressive that you saw somebody in a thumbnail and instantly knew which 3BA body slide preset it is. That is that is professional gooning. That's like in the Olympics for gooning. That's crazy. What the heck? That's impressive. So anyway. All right, let's check out this rapier. Oh, and actually, let me... Yeah, so that works now. Hell yeah! So this is a unique rapier. Man, I mean, look at the shine on the metal, though. That's sick. Can't lie, that's dope.
I don't want to be near these horrid people. Ugh, bad memories.
Oh my god. I just accidentally chopped that person's head off. There goes a leg. PTSD follower. Yeah, but eventually she ends up getting braver or whatever. God, rapiers, like this animation right here is actually insane. Rapiers are in the lore, actually. Man, rapier is just a skinny sword. But they are in the lore. Go play Redguard. This one... This is actually just a... So Viren wanted a Imperial sword. So I thought it'd be cool to give him an Imperial sword that uses the whatchamacallit, what is it called? New Legion or whatever. The officer sword model. And I also gave it a shock enchantment. And then you find it on that you know that Imperial soldier in that one dungeon where what's his name, Sulla, right? In that Dwemer rune. So it's a shotgun enchantment, and so, you know, it'll help you hopefully kill that annoying ass Dwemer construct. Modded, don't ask for Rule 11 support. But again, if you have to ask, you should probably not do it.
I'm sure we can make great art of our.
If you have to ask about modding something into a list, you probably shouldn't be messing with the mod list. It's just like it really. I promise you. I don't know how else to say it other than like whatever mod you're trying to add. If you don't know how to like add it properly, it's not worth potentially breaking a balanced mod list, balanced, polished, bug-free mod list. You know, like why risk a bunch of crashes and other crap just to add like some random weapon or some random armor or some random follower? You know, yo, this sword is shiny as hell. What the? Dang. This is the Blade of Lies. I don't know if it's a Game of Thrones reference. That's what they wanted. It's the weapon itself is the Bloodthund. This weapon right here. All right, what else we got here? Oh my god, did I mess up another one? Alright, we gotta check out this one here. Baindrick's weapon. Make sure I actually enabled it as well. Yeah, I enabled it. It's probably like some weird character again. But eventually add the Skygerfall alternate start. Just easier than playing actual Daggerfall. It's not, you're not gonna get the same experience though. Daggerfall is such an experience. I'm gonna be honest, the Daggerfall story is not that interesting. The gameplay of Daggerfall is interesting. Being able to like take out loans to get a house. If you commit a crime, you go to court and you can like plead with the court and stuff, try to get away with it. You know, like your carry weight sucks, and then you get a horse, and then you get a wagon. It's like Skyrim meets Oregon Trail. It's such a meets like Doom or something. I don't even know how to explain it. I wish I could go back to old games. Daggerfall you can make look nice though. Make it look nice. Like if you Skygerfall, I mean, I appreciate the fact that like somebody made it. But I mean, yeah, I feel like this got messed up. Yeah. Move this, add it. Feign Brick. Feign Brick's Blade of Stories. The Fate. Yeah. Oh, Phaedric. Sorry. Baytrick. Baytrick. Alright. You tried Daggerfall Unity. You weren't bored but overwhelmed? Dude, just pick a OP start. Just be a high elf and be immune to everything. Immunity to disease and paralysis and everything. It's so hilarious. That's cool, Ducralius. I prefer light mode or SSE edit. SSE edit dark mode looks like ass in my opinion. Like using Microsoft Excel in dark mode. Because like I said, it's basically an Excel spreadsheet. So I wouldn't like use it in... I don't see what's the big deal. Does it hurt your eyes that bad? I use dark mode for some things, but like browser. You get migraines? I don't get that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't use light mode Discord either. But it's so hard for me to read dark mode Xedit. It like dark mode, I don't know how to explain it. It makes it look like MS-DOS type shit, and it also like makes it harder for me to see conflicts. So light mode MO2, that's actually pretty nasty too. Light mode, whenever I see light mode MO2, I just assume that like they don't know that there's other themes. Help. Bro, I keep spelling it wrong. There we go. Phaedric's Blade of Stories. Oh, that's a really cool sheath. That's a really cool sheath. That's like just black leather. I like that a lot. That's like the best one so far. Pretty cool sword. It has some runic markings on it, or like elvish markings actually. Yeah, it's like elvish markings, I'm pretty sure. Because it's an elven tier sword. It's a long sword. Yeah, it is a long sword. Think I'll ever make a Fallout mod pack? I don't know. Probably not. It's flickering. I think that's just from the reflections in the shadows. Yeah, see. And the light and whatnot. Bane of the Faithless. Check this out. Alright, this is cool. This is a silver sword that does sun damage for Faithless. Your vault mode? Oh, I keep forgetting to add it. You should probably ping me in the LoreRim 3 beta chat. I haven't tested it since. Yeah, this one, I mean, Faithless for sure asks for like a silver weapon. Or like a sun damage weapon. So I'm like, why not like a silver weapon? What's sun damage? Which I don't know if that exists in... I mean, you can enchant it yourself, but I don't know if you can find a weapon like that just off the rip. That's pretty cool.
That was scary.
Mornings. Okay, Adorian's mace. Oh, this mace is cool. Look at this. Just a big spiky mace to bonk people with. There's a unique silver artifact with fire damage on it. That's pretty good. This is burns for 29 points, and when killing undead, and a chance to cause fiery explosion that turns or destroys nearby undead. I think that's like a small version of I think that's kind of like the Meridius thing. Where's that other? Either way, pretty cool. This, oh, and it does bleed damage, I guess. That's pretty cool. So it does bleed damage and it burns targets. I didn't know that this had Meridia's enchantment on it though. I guess maybe I forgot to remove that. I might have to... Because I think it was originally just supposed to have the Meridia's, or the bleed damage thing. So I'll take a look at that. But the Granite Maul, so this one, let me go to the actual fight where this takes place. Well, it was originally an undead weapon, but then I made it do bleed damage. Or no, the other way around. That's what I'm saying. I think the Meridia script got on there, but it's not supposed to have it. Alright, so... I want to get the Granite Maul. Who the hell?
The gods, I'm close to you. How dare you?
That's one for me.
Friend. Why aren't they dying?
Bonk. Bonk.
Dead.
How do you get used to that?
Alright, we gotta get this weapon from this guy. Oh shit! What a fucking entrance. Look at that. Bro, he just one-shotted that guy. The Troll Patriarch. Just a gigantic-ass armored troll.
Follow your lead.
Alright. Do I have something with just a straight-up fire enchantment? Sun damage? Oh god. Trolls from Dragon's Dogma. This guy has insane regen, by the way. This guy's a crazy DPS check. Like an insane DPS check. All right, we're just gonna console kill him.
He can't handle this. Don't be mad.
But once you kill him, does it comfortable to play in third person with FOV 40? What? Once you kill him, like you get Weiglig's Maul. So this is Gilgi's weapon. But I renamed it to Weiglig's Maul. Granite Maul of Jarl Weiglig. First Jarl of Granite Hill. And it's just a big bonk.
Friend, why aren't they dying?
This is a big bonk.
Friend, why aren't they dying?
What the heck?
I'll eat your heart.
Okay, I might have to get rid of these troll cubs. Looks like they glitch into the ground. I actually have no idea where this thing went. Where's that?
I'll follow your lead.
Or is it invisible or something? I don't...
Please, just stay down.
I should probably just revert the model. I think I messed it up.
Don't get near me.
Okay, let me revert the model real quick. I'm pretty sure I just messed up the model. What's up, boy? Console kill, very good DPS, exactly. All right, let me fix that, and then I'll also take a look at what's going on with Endorian's mace. No, Argos, I don't feel like elaborating. See you, Anib. But he did remind me of something. I need to check to make sure I removed the script from it as well. I'm pretty sure I did. And Meridia's order is really cool. Like, oh wait. All right, so let me make it that. Oh, I know why. It's because of the worn armor. Guarantee you. All right, well, that should fix them either way. Dorian. Tiny. Likes. Love. Burns for magnitude points when killing undead. Chance to cause fire explosion. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the enchantment as is. Why not? AMD CPU is good. The ending feels rushed at the end. Well, Brandon, if Nemesis isn't causing you any issues, stick with Nemesis. If you feel like you're getting some issues with Nemesis, then go to Pandora. I mean, I haven't had issues with Nemesis, so I use Nemesis. Hey, I'm glad you like it, Jokers. Yeah, there's only like one voice in Murdea's order that was a little bit off. And it wasn't even the voice, it was just the microphone. My motherboard. Oh. I should probably add what's that? Botrix? I can do this without doxing myself. Log in with YouTube. That. Here, let me figure this out. Chatbot commands specs. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna edit these. I'm gonna edit this so I can actually tell you guys exactly what all my specs are. CPU. Mobo. I'll put in my motherboard too. It's part of the specs. Oh, where is it? Here it is. MSI Mag Tomahawk. Should I put in all my specs, like my case and everything? Do you guys care about which cooler I use or which case I use or which SSDs I use? Why not? Okay. I'll try to keep it a little bit condensed. I'll even put in my CPU cooler so there's no questions. All right. Let's save it. Here, try to use the specs command now. Try to use the specs command now. Thermal paste brand. How long is your monitor cable? Oh god, now everyone's gonna do it at once. There it goes. Oh my god, Botrix. I'm gonna get rid of that my specs part of that message though. And I feel like there's a way for me to... Here, I'm gonna make this a little bit more legible. Because right now that looks horrible when somebody types it. Let's see if that looks better. Because right now that's like hard to fucking read. Everything just meshes in with each... Okay, see? There, that looks better. Nice. Yeah, before it was just merging everything. Yeah, every line was jumbled. Oh, so here's another... Nobody's gonna see that. Here's another little thing I did. You guys. Actually, hopefully I can proc this on like a bandit or somebody. These bandits might already be... Oh yeah, I want to know why these guys just sleep.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Bonk, bonk. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's so funny.
Last mistake. Wow. Now ain't this a surprise? You switch, I'm gonna blade you.
That's the bonk is just hilarious.
Is it a healer?
Yeah, I don't know why these bandits are always asleep. It's kind of funny at this point.
I'll follow your
I don't even really feel like fixing it.
Violence solves
Team Fortress 2 Ragdoll. Yeah. I mean, this is the same enchantment that the bouncer has. But it fits this weapon so much more because this is a big ass rock just with a hole drilled into it and the stick attached. That's all it is. This is a big ass like piece of granite. Oh yeah, we'll check out Battle Gulch as well. Where'd you find that weapon? Found it on the floor. Anyone know what that's from? So I renamed this to Leynolton Ruins. So I always thought it was weird that there's just Robber's Gorge right there. Rip Leynolton. I prefer it this way. It makes more sense. To me, it makes more sense than there being a village with people in it and then bandits right next to it. But I also added this journal from Leynolton. And I basically, I wrote this and it's just like, it's like a little bit of backstory into like what happened. I could make it longer, but I got lazy. What mod is this? This is Rin's Robber's Gorge, but I added like a map marker to it and a journal that calls this the Leynolton Ruins. It's actually a mod you can get on Nexus. It's a little add-on for Rin's Ruins.
Is this for gold? Or is this how you relax? Ah, I relax by not prancing around in death dens?
I actually really like this follower. Like she actually like she acts the way somebody who's like scared and traumatized and stuff probably would. And then she ends up getting like braver after like, you know, several fights, like a lot of fights. Anyway. The Remedy. Oh, Remedy. This unique dagger. This actually looks really sick. It's like charred. It has some engravings on it. That's cool. It looks a lot like the orcish dagger. But I like the effects on it. That's sick. Well, it's ebony tier actually. Sword of 6 Dragons. Sword of the 6 Dragons. But did that not have a... Oh, it did. It's just tilted. Yo. Look at this. That is clean. Look at that. It has a one-handed version too. This one, I mean, it's a dragon tier, craft only dragon sword. There's a unique halberd. Look at that. That's the Hagraven halberd.
I don't feel comfortable in this thing.
I know a lot of people wanted some unique spears and halberds, so I added them in 3.0. Then the Villainous Dragonbone Sword. It's another Dragonbone weapon. This one's almost like a short sword. A lot smaller. It's also a Dragonbone Sword. Xander's Spear. Or did I not? Oh, what the heck? Is this one just buggy? Uh-oh, this one's buggy. Alright, I'll need to check that. I think this is from the Spear of Alacrity, yeah. So weird. I wonder if it got bug reported. It's from this mod right here. Maybe I messed something up? Huh. I might have messed something up. All right, let's check that out. Sanders spear. Like, it's not unequipping when it should. I might have to make that a halberd too. Maybe it's just like some weird thing with Skyrim spear mechanic. Maybe I'll make it a halberd. Bro, please do not have people ask me to rule 11 the list. Please do not ask people to ask me to rule 11 the list. Like, you do not get support. You try to add mods. You're on your own. Why does she travel with you if she's so scared of fighting? Well, she has a backstory. She got captured and you rescue her. She has nowhere to go. Terraria, Albert. We need the drill from Terraria. What we need. I mean, Brandon, that's literally asking for support. I mean, that's not how modding works. Every mod has the potential to cause a conflict with someone else in any list. So there's a modifications channel in the Discord that Lily kindly linked. You could just ask people there. I have a few SSE edit guides on YouTube. Not really asking for supporters saying, hey, this added mod is not working, what should I do? You're asking whether or not a mod that you add will break the list. I'm telling you that if you add any mods to any list, not just LoreRim, any list, you got to figure it out on your own. Or ask somebody that's not the mod list author or staff. Now I want to find out why this broke. What did I do wrong? Spear, great sword, pike. Yeah, I might just have to make it a pike. And get rid of the sky. Maybe it's just the Skyrim spear mechanic thing that's messing with it. So maybe I get rid of that. And then maybe I should make it a pike. Ebony pike. Okay with that. New armory. Weapon. Ebony pike. Okay. Two. Was the Alex. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Both hands. You're low. You're low. Okay. All right, I'll just make it a hike in that case. And then I just need to make sure that the recipe to craft it also matches up. Constructible object, recipe, weapon, ebony pike. That one. Bam. A lot. Maybe. Maybe DD. But Brandon, Brandon, I mean, like, you kind of were. I'm just saying. I'm just saying you kind of were. You were saying, like, hey, will this mod add. I mean, I know you weren't, like, directly asking me and somebody redirected you to me. And I'm just saying, like you know, I think the best place to ask is just the modifications channel. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I can't help you if. But the short answer is any mod, just a blanket answer. Any mod on the Nexus has the potential to cause conflict with any list. I'm not saying they will, I'm just saying any mod has the potential to cause conflict. So there you go. And the way to mod stuff is not just click install and enable it and then try to run the list. That's not how it works. Blake, it's got to be past 11 p.m. It's a weird Requiem thing. Bro, Brandon, I've answered it a million times. It's not a yes or no question. It's not a yes or no question. You're expecting that somebody went specifically to get the minimap mod. Since a minimap was a simple UI mod, how sure are you of that? How sure are you that it's a simple UI mod? Because obviously you're not sure enough that you would have, otherwise you wouldn't have to ask people. Modding is not, it doesn't work that way. And I promise you, minimap is not a simple UI mod. It's like, it's an entire, like, if it was simple, it would have come out in 2011. It took years to make. It took years for somebody to make it. It's not like there was just a thing that somebody just checked in the game files, turn on the minimap. Look at there, now it's working.
How do you get used to that?
This mod? This mod with the 40 bugs and crash to desktop reports. With the people saying that it has issues with Lux, issues with immersive first-person view. Just saying. It's not just a UI thing. Hasn't been updated in 3 years, yeah. So again, it's not a yes or no question. You think a newer one came out? Either way. We already got a local map though. It's not a mini map, but I'm not a fan of like too much crap on the screen. I've honestly been tempted to get rid of that like armor and stuff rating on the side there. But I mean, at least that you can like just toggle it off. It's like one of the first things. I'm gonna press number pad 5 just to toggle it off.
You look like you are lousy. Come on.
Hey, what the heck? Holy crap. That was really unfortunate for that guy. Wind guiding. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a pretty cool concept. I kind of wish almost that oh, Mad Arbor made this. Creates into leveled lists. Oh. I kind of wish there was more things to remove like hand holding in Skyrim, but unfortunately there's not. It's just not a thing. Which symbol on the side of the UI shows your hunger points? None of them. Oh yeah, Bile Gulch. Yeah, I gotcha. Bile Gulch Mine. Shout out to Chicken Mike for creating a patch with Bile Gulch and Rin's mods.
Is someone there?
I'm gonna kill all on these guys again. And enter from the outside. Look at that. This is the new Bile Gulch mine. They're all like limping around, so it's kind of ruining the vibe a little bit, but that is intimidating. That is intimidating. Bro, they put some poor naked guy up there. What a gate. Holy shit. They drop... Yo, what the... Oh, it looks like this spiky grass needs to be adjusted a little bit. I'm really not... I really don't want to go into Creation Kit just to fix this. Do I care that much? The answer is no. Immersion broken. Spiky grass floating. Just say it's Malakath's will to make it float. Speaking of Malakath, maybe I should add a this is probably more work than I want, and someone else will probably do it eventually anyway. But I could add like a custom activator here for Winter Sun. First person, no, it's not invisible. It's just I don't know why, and I don't really care to figure out, but spears just have this weird jumping animation. I think it's actually from CFPAO, but it's more noticeable when you have spears. Like if you just unequip your weapon, you're not really gonna see much. Oh no, the goats died. Oh, but this is pretty cozy. That's a lot of milk. A lot of frost salts. So the entire time, the orcs were the real milk drinkers? What a plot twist. Oh, yo, that opens that other side? That is actually slick. That is pretty slick. Damn, this is like a whole ass stronghold. It keeps going. What the fuck? This is crazy. Oh, just a random bedroll floating. Again, I'm sure somebody else will end up fixing it. I don't care that much. Actually, I probably messed it up somewhere. Probably in my patches. This is yo, this guy had a crossbow. So this dude's just gonna be waiting for you to roll up, and he's just gonna pelt you from up here. That's actually insane. The way this was done is actually insanely impressive. Like, look at that. I have a feeling like my draw call's gotta be pretty high here. Let me check. $12,000, yeah. So much stuff added, no wonder. At night? Sure. Yeah, like look at, like all of these things are gonna have a lot of draw calls. Dang. I'm pretty sure this is where the vanilla one starts. The vanilla one is just like starts right there. Astrid? Yeah, I've checked out Astrid. Not a big fan of the voice. NGVO NPCs get stuck on Northern Road stuff. That's not NGVO NPCs, that's just Northern Roads. Northern Roads just has that issue. In my opinion, Northern Roads, part of it... Yo, there's a catapult? Northern Roads would be better if it was partially redone. Yo! Damn, who did that hit? Bro, they're aiming at Cracked Tusk Keep. Oh shit, it's a war. Fire the catapult! That's sick. This is such a cool view. Look at that. Because look, that's... Oh, imagine if the catapult was faced this way and you could aim at Lost Valley Redoubt. That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Let's check out nighttime. Dang. This is such a view. That's High Hrothgar right there. Could this be a player home? No, I don't think so. Ari's house is on fire right now. It'd be crazy if you could, like... Imagine if you could just pick these up. It's not letting you pick them up. They gotta be static. Man, that's cool. Hey, I'll catch you later, rest of us. Oh, I don't think there's a longhouse here in vanilla.
Time to end this game.
Oh, it does look like this interior needs a Lux patch, though.
That's all you got.
At least a lazy Lux patch. Dang. Alright, here. We gotta make a lazy Lux patch real quick. Really quick. Maybe you can give that orc the hammer instead of the troll. I like it being on the troll, though. But I might be able to give him some of the other ones that are craft only. The door to the longhouse seemed kind of small. Hey, they gotta just crouch down. I'm not changing the size of the door. I mean, like, some stuff like that, it's like, I'm not even gonna mess with it because, I mean, the mod author can always update it. You know, it's something hilarious. Just as soon as I said I might switch to 1.6.1170, a lot of people started updating mods for 1.5.97. That's so funny to me. Any real difference between XEdit 64 and 32? There's a big difference. After a certain amount of mods, you're not going to be able to use the 32-bit at all. It'll just crash on you. I always use a 64-bit. I think it's pointless to use a 32-bit. 32 bits is supposedly faster, but for large modless, you're not going to be able to even use it. You'll hit a limit. Bile Gulch. I had one that was called just, where is it? Orc Exiles patches, yeah. Apparently I messed with those bedrolls. This. Okay. Moved. That's the chest there. So I'm just gonna take that cell. Do that. And then Strongholds. Cracked Tusk Keep. That's not what I want though. I don't think any of these strongholds have like oh, here's what I can do. Here is what I can do. Bam. And then I get this, and then I get that. And then I compare it to this. Compare. Show sky. Bam. 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 Dick. Okay, that should do it. I have no idea what he's doing. Okay, so basically, Lux is a lighting mod. And how the lighting mod works is Skyrim interiors are like cells. Yo, what's up, Deep? So every interior is a cell, right? And the cells have records that like it's just basically info saying like what the lighting is, what the weather is, what the music is, and stuff like that, right? So there was no Lux patch for this Strongholds mod, right? So meaning that that cell, that new cell, that new interior that got added, it just had vanilla lighting. That's why it looked so bright and ugly, right? Because it didn't have a Lux patch. So I'm like, all right, what I'm gonna do is instead of like reinventing the wheel, I'm gonna find what Lux does for one of the or existing orc strongholds. Because they're the same type of cell. I'm just gonna compare the two, and I'm just gonna copy over the lighting data and stuff like that to the new one. That's all I did. Like just super just copy pasta. You know? So instead of like trying to make it seem like something crazy, I mean that's just I don't know, that's just the easiest way for me to do it. Because I don't know, like the actual real Lux patches are super detailed and time consuming. They involve like adding like trigger boxes and like changing the types of lights inside. That's too much work. I'm just gonna copy the lighting template and call it a day. Copy another patch of somewhere. Exactly. That's what I got through high school. Exactly. Work smarter, not harder. Look at that. Now this interior, a second ago was like super bright. Now look at it. Nice and cozy. Especially because it's nighttime right now. God, I should probably turn off survival mode for this. Yeah, it's super different now. Oh, you're talking about this cage interior? I don't think that's meant to be.
Call this a light on?
Jub. What would Jub say? If I exited a weapon's damage for LoreRim, again, you gotta kind of figure it out on your own. Your rule of leveling the list. I can't help you, man. So where is the actual... There's a mine here, right? Yeah, right there.
I don't feel comfortable in...
Is Berserker Quest buggy? I don't know if it's buggy or not, but it conflicts with what I got going on already. Unarmed? Yeah, it's viable. Check it out. I added custom stuff. So, you can do unarmed and unarmored if you wanted to. Because there's unarmed perks right here. But they work when you're unarmored too. But if you don't want to be unarmored, if you want to be like if you want to wear armor, then yeah, there's a hand-to-hand perks right here. they're going to be even more viable in 3.0. In 3.0, Shazda modified some of those oh, here, let me show you guys. Help horny fist. Oh, don't worry about it. Gauntlets of the horny fist. I give myself the gauntlets of the horny fist, and Gymnasty's like, excellent. Yeah, show me that horny fist. Check this out. Unarmed attacks deal an additional 25 damage plus 10 extra fire damage. Look at that. So this is the best way to fist people in the next update. Movement speed for each and empty.
I'll follow your lead.
That's so cool, setting people on fire by punching them and kicking them to death.
Why aren't they dying?
That is actually really good. I mean, that's pretty damn viable if you ask me. That's pretty damn viable if you ask me. It looks like this interior got edited though. Did it? Orc Exiles, Battle Gulch, Hendrheim. Yeah. This, see, here's what I mean. Let me change that as well. You can't enchant your fists, I don't think. Maybe? I don't think you can. Maybe? Can you? I don't think you can. You can try it. Kim. You're reading way too much into it. My opinion is to just play the mod list and not try to inspect or gadget the mod list. Because LoreRim has so much custom stuff added. Just because a mod is in the list doesn't mean that it's exactly 100% the same exact content. I used that mod just to change the model of the Creation Club Iceblade of the Monarch, whatever we call it, Iceblade of the Monarch, and also to add Apotheosis as a staff. Because Anniversary Edition already adds the Iceblade of the Monarch, but the model looks crappy, so I just yoinked the model from that mod. Strider, I would be impressed if your 2.0 saves even load without crashing. So let's see, Bile Gulch. Is that deluxe? Here, there's no way. Yeah, see, look, I knew it. All right, so I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna put it to world fixes. See that Lux lighting template? Again, the lighting was all weird inside, so I just need to copy that lighting template record over. If you could say in a few words or sentence, what's the focus of your LoreRim vision? My focus is just doing whatever I want. That's pretty much it. I'm making the list that is the best one ever to date and will never ever be matched because I say so. It's the list of all time. It's literally the list that nobody knew they wanted, but I made it anyway because I wanted it. How far is 3.0? I mean, I'm aiming for a January 1st release. Whether or not I can get it out January 1st, we'll see. What my favorite part of 3.0 is the continued flailing around by people who are mad that it's still Requiem. That's my favorite part. Because it's hilarious to me that people are like, man, I want LoreRim, but without Requiem. And I'm like, man, LoreRim would be so much worse without Requiem. There's a reason that I'm able to add and do the things that I have without like I think like like, not to pat myself on the ass, but I feel like I bridged a gap between content and Requiem. I feel like that was something that was like kind of missing before. Hey, no problem, Taylor. It's part of the territory of doing this plus YouTube, I guess. Like, because I think in general, historically, Requiem folks have been like, hey, look at the lighting's all fixed. Have been kind of hesitant to add a bunch of new content. But in making LoreRim, I figured out a way to like kind of bypass Requiem's limitations. And I got lucky that Mad Aber Gaming also, or Mad Aber Modding also like added a bunch of other Requiem mods to make it even easier. And then I was also able to like get a lot of cool people like Shazda on board to like make custom stuff for it. Cause like, I mean, you know, this is almost like NRM. This is almost like NRM. Look, you got trapper perks now. You can pick up bear traps, and this is going to be an actual viable build to like actually be killing people with bear traps. You can put them down, poison them, coat them with elemental salts, and then paralyze people. And then if they die to the elemental damage, an Atronak gets spawned. You know how cool that is? That is like the coolest bear trap ever made in Skyrim, and it's like specific to LoreRim. Isn't that to me that's cool. To me that's really awesome. Like we've been able to really go full on with the customization stuff with this one. Like lock picking and pickpocket. I stared at these trees and I hated them. I hated them so much. For those that remember, the regular Requiem tree is like some dinky little tree that has like 4 perks. You know? Are there any custom homes outside the holds, like Kirsten Hall? I mean, you can live in Hendreheim. Hendreheim is in the Reach. Hendreheim got a lot of custom tweaks to it. But yeah, like I've been able to custom edit the bosses and stuff to, oh man, 3.0, as much cool stuff there is to like for progression and build variety and stuff like that, and new unique armors and weapons and stuff, the boss fights are gonna be tough. The boss fights are gonna be tough. I can't really show the Ebony Warrior. I'd have to console a bunch of like quests. Cause now Alduin, Harkon, and Mirak they have a mechanic now where they're used together in a way. When you kill one of them, the other 2 get buffed 10%. And then when you kill 2 of them. The last one is buffed 20%. So, plus on top of that, the new armor degrading mechanic, where if you don't block and dodge your hits, your armor rating eventually goes down. Like it's a temporary armor rating debuff. Like it's gonna make late game like still fun and engaging and stuff. Cult, do you even play LoreRim? I mean, you don't have to like it. Like, do you even play LoreRim? It's the worst mechanic in the world. That sounds like hate. That sounds like hate. Yeah, it's meant to be challenging. Yeah, the armor degrade mechanic is really sick. Mad Aber Gaming came up with that. If I just search Requiem, he's like has all of the. Where is it? Yeah, this one, engaging combat. So yeah, yeah, your armor basically degrades up to like 99% or 90% or something reduction in armor rating if you just let yourself get hit. Yeah, like he explains here, it gives you an incentive to go over the armor rating cap. I mean, there was already an incentive with penetration, but yeah, that's even more. Heavy armor nerf, big time. I would argue that it's almost a heavy armor. I mean, it's a nerf and a buff. It makes heavy armor make more sense. Because I've spent a lot of time buffing light armor to be more useful than it is. But this will make heavy armor and getting like the best tier of heavy armor make more sense, you know? You can just auto level them. That's not Requiem though. Requiem enemies don't scale based on level. Requiem has static enemy levels. The entire world is de-leveled, so why would I auto level them? I mean, you don't have to like the mechanic. I mean, you don't even play Requiem, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, in Requiem, enemies don't level. They're a set level. So the world doesn't revolve around you. So the whole point is to make sure that there's always a late game challenge. Instead of, you know, just everything becomes easy. I'm gonna change Alduin's moveset, MCO. The problem is most MCO movesets are like just over the top and they don't really look like they fit. Yo, look at how crazy Nature of the Wildlands 3.0 is now. I mean, just all the stuff that ended up getting changed. That is crazy. Super detailed. How'd you decide the cutoff point for development 2.0? So 3.0 was originally a meme. Because I was just gonna make 2.3 and leave it off there. But then I'm like, I'm just gonna call it 3.0 to get more people hyped up, you know? So then after I did that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll put in more effort and make it a proper 3.0. But so the big, I mean, 3.0 at this point, it's so massive that I'm on my third. Yeah, my third change. Like, I literally can't type any more stuff in here or here because I'm at the character limit. So I'm on my third section. I've never had to do this before. I'm on my third section for changelog for 3.0. Yeah. I mean, like, look at all these added mods. Yeah, it'd be cool if Harkon had 2 phases. Kind of like... I really wish Harkon had a mechanic kind of like Mirak. Although in Requiem, he kind of does. I mean, Harkon is a pain in the ass to fight. Mirak is mostly like a... You know... You gotta... If you have really high DPS, Mirak isn't... I mean, he's really hard, but... he doesn't spam enemies everywhere. Yeah, Undeath is on 3.0. You know what, Doc Cralius? You can play something else. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If you defeated Alduin and Mirak, and you died to Harkon just because he got a 20% buff, that would be weird. Not him getting a 20% buff. The fact that you died after he got a 20% buff, that's the weird part. It's not meant to make the last boss feel harder than the ones before. The whole point is... Alright, if you fight Alduin, right? If you fight Alduin, the issue is, if you can beat Alduin, and then you do all this content, by the time you get to Harkon, he's going to feel way easier. That is the point. Yeah, I'm not like quadrupling their, like, their health or anything. It's 10% and then 20%. It's not like an insane buff. Always the guys with that profile picture complaining. I mean, to me, it's weird, like... I want the game to be easier after I already killed one of the main bosses. But yeah, I don't have my... I don't have my light bow anymore. Oh, Ripperoni. No, I don't need a reason to tweak the difficulty sliders. There we go. Man, the bonk is just so... It's so good. It's so funny. I feel like your list really improved Requiem build variety. Some builds are way stronger than a normal Requiem. Yeah, that was a big focus. Like, adding more build variety and while simultaneously not nerfing existing builds into the ground. Like, I mean, I went through the magic trees, for example, and there's so much stuff that got rebalanced. I mean, like Conjuration. And a lot of this just got balanced by me playing the list. Because I was like playing with the spirit summons, and I'm like, damn, these suck ass. I'm like, you summon a wolf and it's gone in like a second. I'm like, what's the what's the point of that? What's the point? You know, just if you're doing conjuration, just get a bound weapon. They're like 100 times better. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna make these a lot stronger. You know. A blacksmith build. I wanted to, I don't know if I'll get a chance to it, but what I wanted to do is like kind of also give weapon tiers like a specific type of thing. If I could make one more tree outside of the current scope more interesting, it'd probably be smithing. Some of the new clothes. Oh yeah, I forgot what it's called. Called like common clothes expansion or something. I don't know the name of the. Actually, the Radiant Raiment, I think, will sell it. If you manage to kill Alduin and Mirak, when just make you go. You're acting like Harkin is just some like standard run-of-the-mill vampire lord.
They can't turn Uncle Rog here. Tell them he
Dude is like some crazy ass guy who's like planning to get rid of the sun, and he's been alive for thousands and thousands of years.
Oh, Master, it's your time to do with as you please. But what about those who do?
Oh, I always miss it.
Hello there.
We should have drawn it out some more. He deserved a slower death.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, watch it!
some gate guard you were.
It's not hard to add custom movesets. The only thing that's hard is finding movesets that aren't like that like fit a boss without being some crazy JRPG thing.
Oh, what delight. Another charming. Let's see if we can't find an outfit that suits you.
Oh yeah, I think these are the new clothes. Belted tunics and stuff. Oh, she sells so many robes. God, there's a lot of crap here. I think it's all these. I don't know if this is it, actually. Oh, she sells the southbound scout stuff?
Finally.
That's cool. Oh yeah, I think this is part of the new... Or this big-ass hammer on my back is kind of...
Ooh, look at this dress. Can you buy me one?
Yo, she has dialogue for the Radiant Raiment? That was adorable. That sounded adorable.
Distract the clerk. I'll paint some goods. Okay?
And then meanwhile, Ari is like the complete opposite personality. She's like, hey, let me steal some shit.
Whoa, look at that. Do you think I'm pretty enough to wear that?
No. Ari is just like awkward.
Sister dear, could you try sewing these sleeves a little tighter? We can't have our customers looking
Yeah,
sloppy
sister
because of your
dear.
work. Oh, certainly, dear sister. We couldn't afford to have our customers look like the simple pigs they are, now could we? Good. And while you're at it, perhaps you could sew your mouth shut when our fine customers are within earshot.
Damn, I've never heard that dialogue. What the heck? I'm never in the Radiant Raiment for that long. That's the first time in my life I've heard that. She's a savage. She just says, sew your mouth shut. Sheesh. That's crazy.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Oh, maybe I should test that thing that Shaz added. So Shaz where is it? Soul Devourer ring. Check this out. Check this out. This mod adds a unique ring to the game sold by Thalion and Morthal. When you wear it, it enables you to eat the soul gems and gain a buff based on the soul inside of it. Petty souls give you 10 health, magicka, and stamina, while grand souls give plus 50 to each. The buff is enhanced by your enchanting skill. Buffs last for 5 minutes, and when it wears out, you get a withdrawal effect until you consume another soul gem again. Azura Star is excluded and cannot be consumed. So it's literally a unique ring that lets you eat souls. That's what I'm saying. Like, so many cool things. New drugs just dropped. Soul devouring werewolf build. Exactly. Exactly. I want to see what else shows this scent. Weapons that cast a spell on hit, bash, power attack. That'd be cool. Paladins that cast spells by weapons and cost stamina instead of magicka. That would be cool. It would be cool to get some spells that use stamina, or like more spells that use health instead of magicka. That would be cool. Oh, and then there's this other one. Check this one out. This one is the Ring of Draconic Burden. And so what this does is it scales your carry weight based on how many extra dragon souls you have. So if you have like just tons of dragon souls and stuff and nothing to do with them, you can just use that and your carry weight will go up. You know what I'm tempted to do? It's kind of tempting to make it a left-handed ring, because currently the only left-handed ring is the wedding band, and I feel like carry weight isn't that, like, you know, gameplay breaking. When you start seeing dragons, you got to do the storyline, the main story. I can't play any Skyrim lists without Requiem anymore. That's what I'm saying. Once you get it, it's really hard to go back. It's really hard to go back once you like really understand what makes Requiem so good. Is 20 armor penetration better than 20% weapon damage? It's better against heavily armored enemies, but worse against lightly armored enemies. I mean, think about it this way. If somebody is at like armor cap, right? And they are resisting 75% of damage, and you do 20% damage, right? Here, let's do the math, right? Calc. So if somebody is at resisting 20, let's say you do 100 damage, but they resist 20, they resist everything except for 25% of it. They only do 25 damage, and then that gets buffed by 25 times 1.2. You're doing 30 damage to them, right? If you have the weapon. But if you're reducing their armor rating, right? So 75, and you reduce that by 20%, so they go down to 0.8. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Times 0.8. Now they only have 600 armor rating, right? So they're only resisting 40% of your damage. No, there's no flat. It's not 20 flat. It's always a percent. It's always a percent. So now they're at 40% resist. So you do 100 damage, right? And they only resist 40, so they take 60 damage. So yeah, it's against heavily armored enemies, it's way better to have armor pen. But against an enemy that's like unarmored, that armor pen's not going to make a difference. Quick maths. Dragons and Alduin are armor cap. Yeah, they're pretty high. Yo, I appreciate that. What GPU do you recommend? 3.0 at 1080p? Like a 4070 Super, 4070 Ti should be fine. Like, if you're talking about Ultra, because 1080p is it's not gonna drain that much. I think the best performance to cost ratio GPU right now is probably like the 4070 Ti.
Coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
That's somewhere around there. You don't really need like a 4080. If you want to get a 4080, go for it. Like 3080 Ti as well, you can work with that. Pigeon, yeah. I mean, 4080 Super is fine if you're playing like 4K. You know? Yeah, a lot of people playing Ultra on 3080. I mean, I play on 4K so I can benchmark the list. Like, if I can play at good FPS on 4K on my 4090, then that tells me that, like, you know, a 3080 can probably run it just fine on 1440p without struggling. CPU makes a big difference, though. Yeah, I think the 3080 is stronger than the 4070, but I think the 4070 Ti is slightly better than the 3080. I mean, 4070 Ti versus 38. Yeah. I mean, this is user benchmarks, but still, I for GPUs, I tend to trust user benchmarks. But the regular 4070, I mean, it says a 2% increase, but a lot of that is probably people using like DLSS or FrameGen or whatever the hell. I think the 3080 is probably stronger than the 4070. I'm like all nasally right now, congested. How much VRAM does the 4070 have? 4070 VRAM. 12 gigs. I mean, you'll probably be fine with a 4070. 4070 versus 4070 Super. It's 4070 Ti, sorry. They both have 12 gigs of VRAM. Just the Ti clocks better. Like I said, I think that if you can get your hands... Oh, they got more expensive. They used to be cheaper. Maybe the price will go back down again, though. Like, for anyone looking to buy a new GPU right now, just wait a month and a half. Just wait a month and a half. Don't rush it right now. The 50 series is probably going to drop in January, so I would wait. Like, you're just throwing money in the trash. Unless you're... Like, the only exception is if your shit, like, breaks. Oh. Called Ring of... Devourer. Alright, here we go. The Soul Devourer. We gotta get a unique little model on it. I'm gonna scour the Nexus for some cool model for this. Yo, I actually ate it. That's sick. Soul infused vitality. The Devourer Soul has granted you 35 stamina, 35 health, 35 magicka. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can literally just go running around eating soul gems then. Nobody's gonna buy a 5090? Oh, you underestimate Bitcoin miners, crypto miners in general. And so many people, bro, there's, you know how many people, you can put the 5090 up for like $5,000? And I guarantee you they will still sell out because so many people want just, no matter what it is, they want the top of the line for PCs. They just, no matter what it is, it could be a 1% performance improvement, they will still get it.
Maybe we could go find the tavern. I'd kill for some rot meth right now.
Oh, what's the other one? The Gulp. Onic. Ring of Draconic Burden. There it is. For each soul you withhold, the ring grants you greater strength, allowing you to carry more without tiring. So right now I'm at 245 carry weight. Player dot set active value Dragon Souls 10. Now I have 345. Hey, hell yeah. Your unspent Dragon Souls have increased your carry weight by 100. How much does it go up to? What if I have 50 Dragon Souls? 500? It just keeps going. That is sick. That's sick. So each extra Dragon Soul just gives you 10 more carry weight. There. No one can ever say ever again that it's hard to manage carry weight in LoreRim. See, I don't even need to use a backpack anymore. Look at that. Oh, I think it caps out. Did it cap? Oh, no. It's carry weight by 1,000. I have 1,200 carry weight just casually.
I don't feel comfortable in this thing. I'm not a warrior.
Just casually. I like how this was originally like a actual playthrough character, and now I've just been cheating my ass off. You just gotta kill 500 dragons. Easy.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
Oh, she's stuck on Navmesh here? I don't know if she's stuck on Navmesh or she just... No, she's not. Genesti was just...
Why do people call this a light armor?
She just didn't feel like following me anymore.
They stand on my feet.
I really don't want to jinx it, guys. I really don't want to jinx it. Because I feel like anytime I say it, I jinx it. I still, and the streams are proof, I still have not had a 3.0 crash. I don't know what the hell I removed that was so buggy that it just removed all crashes. But this shit does not crash anymore. I even like reloaded saves that had like tons of missing files and stuff after I removed a bunch of mods, and it's still like perfectly fine.
Come on in.
I was actually hoping I'd crash
Warm drinks and warm beds.
right after saying that.
I hope to open my own inn one day. Not sure what to call it yet, though. I'm thinking maybe Arrow in the Knee or Ragnar's Bloody Neck Stump.
What are those? Bro, his shoes? What the fuck, man?
Have you been to the Bee and Barb in Riften? You know what I love about that place? No damn bard to spoil the peace and quiet.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you.
Excuse me.
Oh, speaking of which. Where is it? Oh, it's a great sword. Hey, twinning!
Believe the dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware the
Just fell asleep.
dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows.
Just fall asleep.
You'll know the dragonborns come.
Open your eyes.
Probably eager to see
What
you.
about the smell? He asked. She shrugged and said,
Well, it'll make her day when she sees your face. But enough about that. I have an idea.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Get even one wrong. First question. What nickname did Megara give you? Where does Megara like to stay in Whiterun? Maybe I made the game too easy, but I promised you something if you win. But I have to ask, are you absolutely sure you don't want to help? Now why don't we go get Megara? She must be at the Drunken Huntsman.
What shall we do with the drunken Bosmer? What shall we do with the drunken Bosmer? What shall we do with the drunken Bosmer? Early in the morning.
Hell yeah, Ari, sing it.
Finally, a safe inn and a warm
Not many
bed.
Dunmer appreciate Nord Mead. I count myself.
I still never did all that. Guess let's go get Megara. Guess she's gotta stop smoking. What, Katana? I like Katana's voice.
Thanks.
She just says thanks. See, she was listening to me.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After
There's a
what
lot of
happened, you're lucky I don't
opportunities
toss you in jail. Now get lost.
Yeah, get lost.
This is not over.
Get the hell out of here.
We're looking for someone in Whiterun, and we'll pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun. Hello there. Good to see you again, friend. Find us in Rorikstead.
Probably switch to an AMD processor. Upgrade 50. Oh man, I so regret not getting an AMD processor sooner. I so regret even wasting time with an Intel processor. It just caused me pain, suffering, bloodshed, tears, sleepless nights, support emails with Intel, blue screens of death, my entire shit fucking up. So yeah. Also, sweat, literally sweat, because this shit runs way cooler than, like, listen, I live in Florida, and Intel was legit, like there was days I was cooking and I'm like streaming and I'm just sweating my ass off because my office is a like oven.
See anything you like.
Did Magar not show up yet? Oh, there she is.
Funny, I was just thinking about you, and here you are. So glad you're here.
If you have need of
You
hunting
too.
supplies,
It's been a
then you've come to
while.
the right place.
Actually, I was starting to worry some. Anyway, thanks for coming to see me. If you need me, I'll be here. You too. Anyway, thanks for coming to see me. If you need
That was a
me,
dialogue
I'll
skip.
be here.
There we go.
Tell me something good. Yes, it's always an adventure with you, friend.
Need to see the handsome creep. Oh
I
god.
can tell you're no
dropped
stranger to the
something.
wilds.
No
Sure
mention.
we can meet your hunting needs.
Something tells me you'll need this. Anyway, shall we go?
Let's do it.
Our journey is far from over. Okay.
No. No. I can change his armor to whatever I want. I just realized I have the power. I could just deck him out in some crazy ass gear. Oh. Put on a bikini. I kind of want to give him the same outfit Sinmir has. That's that Eastmere armor, right? The physics Eastmere armor. Yo, what if I give him something cool but also ridiculous? Like, what if I give him the what if I add Marmor C skill set, but he's literally the only one with it? This would kind of fit him, unironically. Unironically, it would kind of fit him. This might go hard. Just without the ugly ass helmet. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. Oh. Well, this will show you guys how to add outfits to NPCs if that's something you're interested in. I'm sure Extuda has fixes. Of course he does. My fixes CBBE footwear. I don't care enough. All right. See elf drip. He's gonna get the drip. Murloc. I just don't like the I'm probably gonna get rid of the fish helmet. I like the other helmet isn't that bad, but the one that's just straight up fish head, I don't know what the deal with that is. I feel like Ulchar trolls people. He has like the coolest armor and then gives them the most ridiculous helmet. It's gotta be on purpose. He's like, yo, check out this crazy drip, but then I'm gonna make the hat Pinocchio. That's gotta be like that's gotta be an intentional thing. Still it's funny. Yeah, it's straight up Pinocchio. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but it looks not Nordic. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's supposed to be. That's what I mean. Like the armor is cool, and then the helmet, I'm just like, I wish I was like, I wish I knew how to mesh stuff. Yo, this has open perms. I am a genius. This is open perms. What I could do is pay a mesh artist to make the helmets on these more like normal. So I could contact Hodges, for example. I know he does commissions for armor meshes and stuff. You're a mesh artist with years of experience. Just make these helmets normal. You would these are open perms. You know how many downloads you would get? And I would add them all to LoreRim. You get easy DP. Only reason I haven't used Eastern Brassplate. I actually like the Eastern Brassplate helmet. This is one of the ones I actually really dig. I think this helmet looks dope. Out of like this is probably my all-around favorite Pulchar mod, if I'm being 100%. This is like probably the coolest helmet. And it's actually very lore friendly. It's got that like Dwemer Babylonian influence vibe going to it. Also, both of these, the Colovian Prince and the Kvechi Mercenary, both of these are based on actual Imperial concept art. So both of these are also lore friendly, like almost to a T. Now the other stuff though, kind of hit or miss. Armors of the Vlothi, part 1 and 2 are also pretty damn lore friendly. They just got the Morrowind vibes. The Breton one, the waist. This one doesn't look anything like Breton armor at all. And the helmet is just strange. I personally don't get it. Maur. What is it called? What is the C skill set called? C skill. E? Bro, did I not activate the plugin again? Half human, half merfiel. What part of it looks like it's made from elven something? Find me in lore. And like Bretons are just not half elves. That's just not what they are. That's their origin, but that's not what they actually are anymore. They barely have any elven blood anymore. But I don't see what part of it looks elven. The ears, but what's up with the nose and stuff? I mean, but like none of this looks anything like any armor in any of the games ever. And it doesn't look like it fits the world. Dwemer gesture lore. Yeah. I mean, that's what it looks like. It looks like a gesture outfit. Chinese dancing dragon face. Same with this. This is supposed to be Imperial themed. But like, I mean, maybe some like super early like Akaviri ruled Cyrodiil type thing. This one is cool though. This Mothweave set. This looks cool. These would be cool to add to like unique enemies in Bruma. Like if Bruma had a dungeon where you fought like 3 bosses that were just unique and they all had unique things, like that'd be cool. Like if they all had these outfits. And there was like only one set in the game. Like that would be cool. But I don't think Bruma really has that large of dungeons. All right, C-Scale. Oh god, it has loading screens and stuff. Man, I don't feel like doing this right now. It adds a set in the world. It only adds a skeleton. And the skeleton has the full set on him. All right, that's too much for me to deal with right now. We'll just deal with Shadron as is. I appreciate you, Julian. Because I would need to like really modify these plugins, and I don't feel like spending time on that right now. Plus, it's Sunday. Let's hear Chadron's spiel. Let's laugh at the cringy voice acting. Chadron is disgusting. Have a good night, Julian. Renaissance inspired look. It'd be interesting if Elder Scrolls 6 went for a Renaissance vibe. Kind of how like Oblivion was, like Morrowind felt like almost Bronze Agey. Then Oblivion was like Roman era feeling. So, and Skyrim is like more medieval feeling. It'd be interesting if they went for like a Renaissance or like late medieval period theme for Elder Scrolls 6. Would you ever drop LoreRim's perks as a Requiem mod add-on on Nexus? Like I could. Please no muskets. Please no muskets. That's all I ask for. I don't want it. I don't want it. Guns aren't canon now, though. I don't know where you got that from, but guns are definitely not canon. The CC is made by modders, not Bethesda. That does not make them canon. That's not how it works. Those are not vetted. Verified creations are not at all vetted by Bethesda. The verified creations, it's not Creation Club. That musket thing is not Creation Club. It's a VC, not a CC. It's verified creation. It's not at all. They don't check what is in there. They just let people sell it. Someone could add C3PO and sell it, and That doesn't make C3PO canon. Verified creations are not the same as the Anniversary Edition. Anniversary Edition creations, or the Creation Club, is stuff that Bethesda literally worked with modders to add to the game, and it had to meet some sort of at least lore requirement. It doesn't make the I would argue that Anniversary Edition also isn't canon either. CC is the free one, right? Creation Club is all of Anniversary Edition, including a non-free one. But there's Creation Club stuff that literally contradicts lore completely. So I have a very and not even stuff from like Daggerfall times or stuff. I'm talking about like stuff that came out after Skyrim. It contradicts stuff that happened in like Elder Scrolls Legends and whatnot, and like the books that came out that are verified lore, confirmed canon books. Like Umbra doesn't exist anymore. There's a whole book about it where Umbra basically turns into like a floating island and shit, and then Clavicus Vile destroys it. So there'd be no way for Umbra to just like without explanation, it just pops up in some random cave. Like, yeah.
Well, hello there. You must be the luckiest woman in all of Skyrim to have caught my eye.
Ugh.
What?
I know you heard me.
A safe
Must have been the
inn and a
wind.
warm bed.
The wind could not blow as hard as I am, falling for you.
Right.
Your lungs must be so strong.
The blankets had holes in
Tell me, dark-haired beauty, do you believe in love at first sight? Or should I walk by again?
Walk away forever.
No one could say that to Chadrin and mean it. My jewel, mark my words. I will sweep you off.
Hope your wife is not watching. My wife thought it was hilarious.
We arrived here. I sure need the rest.
I know just the thing to cheer
My
you
wife
up
knows about
after.
this. She thought it was hilarious.
Sheer masculinity drew you here, didn't it? Don't hog the view. Others wish to
Close.
see me too.
I've heard there's a
Sorry to
festival happening in
disappoint, but
Solitude.
I'm busy.
I'm not entirely
You've
sure what
set
it's
your
about,
sights on a
but
face
I
that
bet
could
it's worth a
inspire
trip.
1,000 love songs. Take a moment to appreciate my perfection.
I really want that
Then
made.
be on your way.
Maybe.
That was disgusting.
Take a
You can take him as a follower? No. This is those TikTok Riz videos I see. Crazy cringe. Yeah, this guy is cringy as hell. That's... I love the when I had to say it, the wind could not blow as hard as I am falling for you. I'm like, wait, what does he mean by that? I had to like really get into a douchey vibe. Be like, well, hello there. My name is Chadrin. I'm gonna sweep you off your feet. Oh. Anyway, guys, as fun as that was, voice sounds soft. Oh, the voice might sound soft, but I promise not everything is soft. All right, guys. So, hey, this was fun. Always fun to do a little dear God, make it stop. ASMR boss roleplay. Hey, appreciate you guys coming through. Like I said, I'm gonna have to drop streams to 4 days a week instead of 5. So I put a poll in the Discord saying like which days work best for everyone. It seems like people are pretty much on board for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but like the fourth day, it's like a 4-way tie. So we'll find out. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you next time.